Alright, welcome back to another episode here on our WWE 2K18 universe. This is the final episode here on the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. Of course, Dominic here on the Bad Wrestling Channel. WWE title is on the line inside the four sides of Steel Hell in a Cell. Now, I'm gonna break some kayfabe really quick. When Dean Ambrose originally made the matchup for the WWE title between Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe, he said this is going to be a one-on-one encounter, but then later on thought about it. And after the past few brawls between these two monsters, not even men, monsters at this point, he decided to put him inside Hell in a Cell. And the only reason is so that they can't pretty much go and harm anybody in the crowd. This is for the crowd's safety, your safety. This stipulation, this Hell in a Cell matchup. But yeah. So, Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar inside Hell in a Cell, WWE title on the line. All these two have been doing pretty much for the past few months is just trying to pretty much mutilate each other. Mutilate. Big words. Emphasis. Anyways, Samoa Joe gonna go one-on-one Brock Lesnar in a fight, pretty much. Okay, this might be typical of a UFC style matchup, like most Brock Lesnar fights. But Samoa Joe, instead of trying to probably go on the wrestling side, he might go a little bit on the fighting side. Okay, I don't know. I'm just spitballing what could potentially happen. Anyways, Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe inside Hell in a Cell so that they cannot harm anybody in the crowd at this point with their chaos at this point. And this chaos. I know I went Joker a little bit. Anyways, that was a terrible Joker impression. Let's just get started. WWE title on the line. Samoa Joe, do you like the attire I made for him? I look back at some old, I don't know, recently I was kind of looking back at really old TNA stuff in like 2006. I was like, okay, let's look at some primetime TNA. Because why not? And I made that attire for Samoa Joe. Okay, I didn't download it, so it might look garbage. I made it. Tell me how it looks. I'm actually kind of proud of it. Anyways, Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe, Hell in a Cell, Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. Here we go. Brock Lesnar immediately with the punches out of the gate. And now look at this once again. Again, just with the strikes, trying to keep him cornered. And now Samoa Joe, look at this. Huge slam taking him down. And Brock Lesnar immediately has to roll to the outside. And now these two on the outside already immediately as he throws him back into the ring. And Samoa Joe went to go kick him, and Brock Lesnar catches him, belly-to-belly suplex reverses, as Lesnar is taken down there by Samoa Joe. The Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe, versus the former UFC champion, the fighter. Here comes the pain himself, Brock Lesnar, WWE title on the line. As Samoa Joe, look at this, what does he have in mind going after the arm? Okay, of course, trying to wear down the beast incarnate. Okay, I believe that's what his best idea is right now, is to try to wear down Brock Lesnar by Samoa Joe's now. Oh, Samoa Joe throws him outside. Brock Lesnar went to go for a running strike. Samoa Joe, ladies and gentlemen, reverses it. And they go into the outside. Lesnar slaps him in the face. He just slapped him in the face. And I don't think Samoa Joe realized what just happened. As now Brock Lesnar, look at this, just with the strikes. Strikes, just holding him up against pretty much the steel, ladies and gentlemen. And Brock Lesnar, look at the punches. Look at the health of Samoa Joe at this point. Look at Samoa Joe. He's not looking too good. And Brock Lesnar, look at this. Samoa Joe. Oh, German into the steel. And then again for good measure. And now Brock Lesnar. Another one on the outside. Samoa Joe not looking good here. Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar. Look at this, just dragging him across the steel. Now as Samoa Joe gets thrown into the corner of the steel. And once again, and Brock Lesnar punches him again. And again, Samoa Joe, I don't think he realizes what's happening at all. I don't think he feels anything. It's like, oh, gets taken down there by Brock Lesnar. Look at this, Lesnar feeling the momentum here tonight on Samoa Joe. Against Samoa Joe, picking him up. Samoa Joe, though, reverses it backwards. DDT. This might be a chance to get back into this after those furious strikes over the past few minutes by Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, of course. Oh God, that did not look good. That did not look like a good landing for Brock Lesnar. Jesus. Samoa Joe, look at this. Stomps him in the stomach and now drags him back over. grinding a little bit on the cage. As now look at this, Samoa Joe in the middle of the ring, taunting Brock Lesnar, wants him to get back into the fight. And here we go, kicks him in the gut, and Lesnar, oh! Samoa Joe, you asked for him to get back in the fight. I guess that's what Brock Lesnar's doing. It's now the punches to Samoa Joe, and Samoa Joe kicks him in the gut there. Now, Samoa Joe, what is this? Throws him towards the ring, or throws him into the ropes, I should say. As Samoa Joe feeling it here tonight. The challenger on the offensive in this moment of the matchup. Brock Lesnar, oh, gets thrown to the outside by Samoa Joe here tonight. Joe, look at this, picking up Brock Lesnar. What's he got in mind? Big fight feel here in this Hell in a Cell main event worthy matchup. This isn't the main event mode because, ladies and gentlemen, after this matchup, we have Bobby Roode going to be taking on Mr. Braun Strowman. World Heavyweight Championship will be on the line in that matchup. I'm surprised this didn't main event the night, though. I am surprised. A little confused, but whatever. It's now, oh, huge suplex taking down. First cover of the matchup. 1, 2, and only a 2 count there. First cover of the matchup by Brock Lesnar. Oh, right to the back of the neck. Hitting him hard there. As now Lesnar goes him into the corner. Samoa Joe counters it, throws him into the corner of his own. What's he got in mind? And now, oh, hits him in the back of the head. Oh! Or hits him with his back elbow and then the kick to the back of the head, I should say. As Samoa Joe going for the cover off of it. 1. Only a 1.5, though. You're going to take a lot more than that to beat down the beast, Brock Lesnar. The current WWE Champion, Brock Lesnar. As Lesnar slowly trying to get up. Reverses him there. Oh, God! Crushing clothesline. Crushing clothesline, and once again, Brock Lesnar picking up Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe this time, once again, reverses it. Picks up Brock Lesnar. Lesnar reverses it. Kicks him in the back of the leg. Samoa Joe reverses. These two just know each other like the back of their hand. Wants to go slap him in the face, and Brock Lesnar, look at this power slam! To the big guy, Mr. Samoa Joe, punches him in the face. And Lesnar, back suplex, connects there on Samoa Joe. This is what you get, Samoa Joe, for trying to slap Brock Lesnar, apparently. Lesnar slapped him earlier, showing no respect. As now Samoa Joe, look at this. Another suplex, another German by Brock. And Brock, oh, connects there with a third German suplex. And Lesnar, look at this, biding his time, staring at his opponent. Samoa Joe has him right where he wants him. I think he just wants to punish him at this point. Belly to belly versus, oh, thumb to the eye by Samoa Joe. And now chops him in the stomach, or chops him in the side, I guess. His side's not too sure. Oh, God. That looks like a brutal looking back suplex. And misses, not even a 1 count there. Misses the count there, of course. As Samoa Joe, what's he got in mind? Throws him into the corner, potentially. Reverses. And then, oh, another crushing clothesline. For Pete's sake, are you serious, man? As Brock Lesnar, another... going again for the Germans. There's 1, 2. And now Lesnar. 3. Oh, God. Pretty much bouncing off the middle rope. Lesnar, ladies and gentlemen, has Samoa Joe where he wants him. Once again, Lesnar, a powerhouse. Samoa Joe as well. A powerhouse, I guess. Samoa Joe. Oh, God. Misses there. Brutal. Ow. I'm surprised he even got up after that. His, like, top of the shoulder hits the steel steps. I'm not... okay. Sure. I don't know why that happened, but okay. There's now Samoa Joe. Oh! Bounces him off. What's he got in mind? Not too sure. And now turns him into a Death Valley Driver style maneuver by Samoa Joe. Brock Lesnar, though, look at this. Gets thrown once again to the other side of the ring. These two hate each other. All for that title. These two just wants to... prove that they are the biggest monster, the biggest beast on Monday Night Raw or Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. And if anybody's got some great balls, it's these two. Yeah, I had to make the joke. Don't yell at me, I had to make the jokes. Now, German Samoa Joe to Brock Lesnar. Now, Samoa Joe, oh, and now another big suplex-style maneuver. And then another German, it looks like, connecting. Big combination by Samoa Joe to Brock Lesnar this time. And now Lesnar, though, look at this. Thumb to the eye. Brock Lesnar, look at this. Catches him in the Kimura lock there on Samoa Joe. Catches him in the Kimura lock. This has been known to break people's arms at this point and just throws him off. Look at that. And now look at this. Brock Lesnar once again has full control of Samoa Joe. Brock Lesnar, look at this. This is just pretty much his personal playground at this point here. Inside the cell. Samoa Joe. Look at this. Brock Lesnar gets thrown into the corner. Samoa Joe, look at this. Oh, and again with a crushing clothesline. And Lesnar back on the offensive. Samoa Joe there trying to fight back. And oh, bounces off the cell. Lesnar's dazed and confused off of that cell. And now punch in the face, a quick jab, and then kick in the gut. And Brock Lesnar, look at this, walking away almost. And another quick jab. Samoa Joe suplex. Oh, down onto the ground there by Samoa Joe to Brock Lesnar. As Lesnar, oh, reverses the jab once again. And then Samoa Joe, oh, right into the cage area there. Now once again, oh, Jesus, almost out of the cell there, clipping out of the cell almost. There's now, oh, right to the face there, right into the post once again. Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe. No weapons have been shown here tonight. The only weapons here have been these two fists. And now look at this, just wrenching on the cage there. The crowd loving this, by the way. Who wouldn't in this big fight feel? And now throws him back into the ring. And Samoa Joe pretty much looking like he wants to finish, just going for the cover off of his face, grinding into the cage, and once again kicking out. Samoa Joe can't believe it. Samoa Joe thinking, what does he even have to do in order to defeat Brock Lesnar? Is now right to the nose, right to the bridge of the nose with a knee strike by Samoa Joe. And now Samoa Joe picking up Brock Lesnar, slaps him in the back, backhands him. Brock Lesnar looks to be getting up. He looks like he didn't like that. Going for an F5 on Samoa Joe. And connects there with an F5 by Brock Lesnar on Samoa Joe. Going for the cover off of it. 1, 2. And no! Samoa Joe once again defying the odds. There we go. In this matchup, Brock Lesnar staring at Joe, thinking, what does he have to do? And now, oh, kicks him in the back. And Lesnar now, ladies and gentlemen, going to the outside. Samoa Joe not looking too good here. Brock Lesnar, oh God. It's probably the worst weapon he could have picked up for Samoa Joe. A sledgehammer, oh my God. Right in the face it looked like, good Lord. By Brock Lesnar. And Lesnar once again just showing his dominance here tonight for that WWE title. And Samoa Joe, ladies and gentlemen, down on the ground. Brock Lesnar in the corner. He wants Samoa Joe. He's waiting for him to get up. Not too sure what he has in mind. And now, oh, let's go. Run as fast as he can into a huge clothesline. Samoa Joe reverses it, throws him all the way to the ground, all the way over to the other side of the cage. And Samoa Joe, what does he have in mind? Not too sure. Oh, bounces him off the steel ring post, though, does Brock Lesnar. Throws him into the corner. And now, what does he have in mind? Not too sure. Samoa Joe kicks him in the gut. As Brock picking him up. Oh, Brock gets picked up right into the nads, it looked like, by Samoa Joe. As Lesnar, look at this, gets thrown back into the ring. Samoa Joe has full control of him here. And Lesnar, look at this. Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe he seems to have exactly what he has in mind. Not too sure. He's got him. Looks like he's going for the Kojima clutch. Not too sure as he got him there. As Samoa Joe, ladies and gentlemen, about to pass out the current WWE champion here, Brock Lesnar. And Lesnar, oh wait, look at this. Look at this fighting back. Oh, headbutt style maneuver from the back of the head by Brock Lesnar. And Lesnar, look at this, getting out of nowhere. How does this man still have any energy? I'm not too sure. It's because he's not a man, of course. It's because he's a monster. As Brock Lesnar, third German suplex by Brock Lesnar to Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, ladies and gentlemen, not looking good. Brock Lesnar gets reversed. Samoa Joe, look at this belly-to-belly suplex connects there by Samoa Joe to Brock Lesnar. 1.5 there, ladies and gentlemen. Brock Lesnar not looking good, though. Samoa Joe very slowly getting Brock Lesnar to his limits, pushing him to his limits as Samoa Joe. And Brock Lesnar, look at this, rolls to the outside. And Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar's on the outside. Samoa Joe on the inside. As now Lucas throws him as hard as he can into the cage. And now Brock Lesnar gets a knee to the gut, though. Samoa Joe jabs him to the face. And now Samoa Joe gets reversed there. And Brock Lesnar, German suplex. Oh, beautiful reversal there into the German. As now Lesnar, these two just fighting on the outside of the cell now. These two just keep pretty much destroying each other here inside the Hell in a Cell matchup. And now Lesnar, look at this, sorry. German suplex once again, going for another triple German. I do believe that's like 13, 14 Germans at this point. I've lost count at this point. And now another one into the cage, pretty much bouncing off the cell. And Lesnar, now look at this, staring at Samoa Joe. Joe not looking too good here. Brock Lesnar gets thrown into the cage, though. And then thrown right back onto the other side of the cell. Right by those steel ring steps. Samoa Joe gets thrown into Brock Lesnar gets thrown into the ring. Samoa Joe, look at this. Samoa Joe, maybe not the right time to be taunting Brock Lesnar. I don't think there's any good time to be taunt Lesnar. No, taunting Brock Lesnar. There's now Lesnar, look at this. Oh, Brock Lesnar Samoa Joe went to go throw him into the corner. Looks like belly-to-belly suplex reverse there by Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar wants Samoa Joe up. WWE title on the line in this Hell in a Cell matchup. Final encounter between these two behemoths. F5 connects there. Second F5 here in this Hell in a Cell matchup. 1, 2, and oh my God! Samoa Joe kicking out once again. This Hell in a Cell match. Brock Lesnar can't believe it. Lesnar, he's flabbergasted. He has no idea what to do. And how could you not just kicks him in the gut like he's nothing? Brock Lesnar. He's staring at him, thinking in the corner, what does he have to do in order to defeat Samoa Joe? WWE title is on the line, of course. And now, oh! Big elbow to the face, backhand, Samoa Joe. Look at this. Oh, going for another Gogeta clutch. Oh my God, Gogeta clutch. Coquina, it's Coquina, that's why. Okay, Coquina clutch on Brock Lesnar. Sorry, just completely ruined the momentum of this matchup. And now Lesnar, and once again, Coquina clutch, and oh, back headbutt style maneuver to Mr. Samoa Joe. And now Brock Lesnar busted open here after the elbow, and now, oh, throws him as hard as he can to the other side of the ring. Once again, rolling to the outside like at the beginning of this match. Look at that big gash by Brock Lesnar. Samoa Joe stopping the punch. Surprisingly stopping the punch. How could anybody do that? I'm not too sure. Any man, I should say. How could any man do that? But Samoa Joe is not a man as Brock Lesnar gets punched in the face. German suplex by Samoa Joe. The crowd is on their feet. This is a 5-star worthy matchup. Match of the year in this Hell in a Cell encounter. Connects there. German suplex off the German. 1, 2. Oh, 2 and 7/8. That was about to be it. That looked very close to the ending. And now kicks him in the back. Brock Lesnar getting picked up by Samoa Joe. And Joe, look at this, picking him up. Not too sure what he has in mind. Misses the backhand by Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar, by Samoa Joe to Brock Lesnar. Now, once again, just crushing him there. Lesnar, ladies and gentlemen, this Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view has full control of Samoa Joe. And now, look at this, Brock Lesnar. What does he have in mind? Oh God, just bouncing him off of the ropes here in this Hell in a Cell encounter. This has been a really good 20, 24, 23-ish minutes here in this one-on-one matchup. Or 20-ish minutes, I guess. And now Brock Lesnar, German once again, a third German. I believe we're hit 20 something German suplexes. And Lesnar picking him up, going for another F5 on the big man Samoa Joe. Third F5, will this be it? And Samoa Joe is down Brock Lesnar. 1, 2, 3. Brock Lesnar off of an incredible Hell in a Cell fight. Not a match, a fight between these two. Samoa Joe losing to Brock Lesnar here on this Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. Let's replay some of the highlights, I guess. Huge German suplex Once again, of course, we've seen a lot of those. And then a huge clothesline crushing him. And look at the eyes of Samoa Joe realizing the hell that's being shown here. And then big German suplex earlier on by Samoa Joe. But Brock Lesnar, in the end, WWE Champion Brock Lesnar standing tall here. This isn't even the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him. His eyes are bleeding. Oh my God, Brock Lesnar. He's going to have to seek immediate medical attention. But I feel like right now he wants to prove to everybody, he wants to show everybody that he is the WWE Champion here on Monday Night Raw. Now we have to move on to the main event. That's not even the main event, but what an amazing matchup here in this Hell in a Cell match. We must move on to the main event. Let's go on to Braun Strowman, Bobby Roode, General Manager Bobby Roode. First matchup here to stop potentially Braun Strowman. Will he be able to do so, or will Braun Strowman crush him like always, like he does to anybody of his competitors? Let's move on to the main event. Well, everybody, it is now time for the main events of the evening. Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. Bobby Roode versus Braun Strowman. Bobby Roode, of course, general manager, booking himself in this position. I don't believe that it's out of, I don't know, what some people would call, I don't know, an abuse of power. I don't believe it's because of that. I think Bobby Roode, he's throwing everything at Braun Strowman. He's thrown Sami Zayn, Apollo Crews, Roman Reigns, Triple H, AJ Styles, you name it. Braun Strowman has pretty much killed everybody. Brian Kendrick. How can anybody defeat Brian Kendrick? No, but as now, ladies and gentlemen, the glorious one, Bobby Roode. I almost said Braun Strowman. Bobby Roode, making his first ever entrance here in our universe mode as a competitor. Our general manager, Friday Night SmackDown, Bobby Roode versus Braun Strowman. Look at that. He's got the extra shiny jacket for this. Apparently he's got the extra shiny jacket. The glorious one, Bobby Roode. Will he be able to defeat Braun Strowman, or Braun Strowman, like the rest of his enemies, just be crushed in the wake of our World Heavyweight Champion? Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. Now let's move on to Braun Strowman, the champion, as Bobby Roode, the challenger. The glorious one, of course, coming out first. He knows how important the championship is to Friday Night SmackDown. He knows that the last entrance on this pay-per-view needs to be the World Heavyweight Champion, as Braun Strowman, making his way to the ring. World Heavyweight title is on the line. There you can see wrapped around him that belt. As we move on, ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. The Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view part 3, of course. If you haven't seen the last 2 episodes, go check those out before you see this. But of course, I don't know why I'm saying that now, considering, you know, it's the main event. It's the second match. It's the main event. Anyways, World Heavyweight title, of course, on the line. There you can see the challenger, Bobby Roode, in one corner. He wants to go one-on-one. The glorious Bobby Roode. Glorious, of course, the crowd with him. Glorious, etc. You know, that whole thing. As Bobby Roode there, you can see the challenger one-on-one against the champion. And now look at this. These two staring off here. Bobby Roode taking the first, or not the first punch. Looking at Mr. Braun Strowman taking the first movement. These two staring at each other. And now look at this. Oh, punch in the face! And look at this. Wait, Bobby Roode going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Bobby Roode, ladies and gentlemen, defeating Braun Strowman. We have a new World Heavyweight. What? There you can see first move. The replays are showing it. Great Balls of Fire World Heavyweight Championship main event. And Bobby Roode is our new world champion. First ever man to ever defeat Braun Strowman. Very quick win. What? This feels a little cheap. Not gonna lie. Kind of bullshit. I smell a lot of bullshit here in this first Bobby Roode's first ever matchup. The new champion, the new World Heavyweight Champion here, defeating Braun Strowman in one move. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. The star rating is disappointing. After a hell of a fight, just to see that, it's very underwhelming. For SmackDown, the current general manager, Bobby Roode, defeating Braun. I don't even know what to say. Except like this if you guys liked it. I don't know. I want to hear what Mr. Bobby Roode and Braun Strowman have to say on the next episode of Friday Night SmackDown. But if you guys liked it, please let me know by hitting the like button down below. If you guys liked the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view as a whole, I liked it. It was pretty good. The last 2 matches were really good. The last 3 matches were really good. They were probably some of my favorite matches in the entire series. And if you want to know, well, I want to say the last match, but you know, the 3 previous. Anyways, if you guys liked it, please let me know by hitting the like button down below. Comment anything you want to. Comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, why not hit the bell to be notified of everything we do on the Bad Wrestling channel. I am, of course, Dominic, and have a good day from Bad Wrestling. Bye-bye. Yo.